Hi, guys, and welcome back to another episode of The Vertical Take with Jennifer and Taha. This is episode 35, and we have the astonishing Arno Horn.
Hey everyone.
So I'm just going to dive into the first question, if that's okay with you.
Yeah,
So,
do it.
Arno,
Hmm.
what first drew you to acting?
Um, my mom got me into public speaking. Thought it would be a good idea to have the ability to speak in front of people, even if you do a corporate job. Just to be able to speak in front of people is a good skill to have. And so I started out with public speaking, and then I enjoyed that. And I think my mom just started looking for different ways to get me in front of people, get me on a stage. And so it just kind of developed into doing poems and doing monologues and doing some theater and whatever. And I just loved it. And the passion just kept on growing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Interesting.
you did some modeling too, correct? Is that
Yeah.
correct?
That
Okay.
didn't really plan on that. I joined an acting agency in Cape Town. Um,
Okay.
and they were like a sister agency of a modeling agency, like a sub agency of the modeling
Yeah.
agency. And so I joined them and they were like, do you do modeling? And I was like, no, I don't really just do acting. And they're like, well, just go up and go meet them. And so I went up and I met them, and they were like, okay, come back tomorrow. We'll get your measurements and everything tomorrow. Okay. Um, and then I went back and they threw me into a casting that got me into a modeling reality show. And then ever since then, I've been doing modeling as well, which is fun. I enjoy it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting.
Interesting.
Um, so who were your childhood heroes or celebrities that you admired, and did they inspire your career path?
Definitely. Um, My parents were kind of old fashioned, so they always watched these old classic movies like Braveheart or Forrest Gump and all of these. So Mel Gibson, Tom Hanks were early inspirations, and then as I started
Okay.
watching movies more, Matthew McConaughey and
Mm.
all of these guys were also great influences to me. Not only for their acting abilities, but also the way that they inspire other people with their platforms.
Yeah.
I thought that was beautiful. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think for my own career, I would like to do something similar. Use my platform to inspire and help. So they were a great
Yeah.
influence. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely. So, Arno, if you weren't an actor or a model, what do you think you'd be doing? Did you ever seriously consider another path?
Uh, I grew up doing a lot of sports, so it probably would have been something in that direction. Um, I had the opportunities to go play rugby overseas and also to do javelin. I had bursaries to do javelin.
Mm,
Um,
Oh.
and so I could have pursued that, but acting was kind of the thing I wanted to do. But from a very young age, I also really wanted to be a tour guide on safaris and stuff like that, because that's what my
Oh.
dad did growing up. So I grew up in nature with wildlife and everything. So that's another thing that I always thought I would love doing at some point. But that's very different from acting because not as much
Yeah.
interaction with people. It's more quiet and reserved. But I enjoy it too.
I think it's
interesting.
funny that you said the safari because I'm a firm believer that I'm gonna die petting something that I shouldn't. And so, so like I seen a video one time, it was like somebody out in the safari and this big lion wanted to get up in like one of the Jeeps and everybody was like trying to rush out of there. I'd be the one that'd be like, oh kid, hi kitty, hi kitty. Be like, stay behind. So anyway.
Yeah,
Hey,
Okay.
New
Very
Bella.
Zealand. Yeah. New Zealand next 2 weeks. I
yeah, yeah. So far, what's been your favorite role so far and why?
Um, Favorite role was a traveling theater production we did in South Africa that I really enjoyed. It was a very challenging role as well. It's we the matrix, the seniors in high school do a specific book, prescribed book, and we wrote
Okay.
the book into a play, and then we would go to the high schools and perform the book to them. But the book is written in present tense and in past tense, so it kind of jumps quite a bit. So to put it on stage was very tricky, and that made my
Yeah.
was the lead character in it, and that made my emotional journey very interesting because I would be crying in this scene for the loss of my
Mhm.
brother, and then in the very next scene, I would be in the classroom with my friends laughing about us playing rugby together. So it'd be
Yeah.
emotional jumps, and all had to kind of stay within the arc and everything. So it was a fun challenge, and I had the opportunity to do it for 2 years. So
Mm.
really loved that role. Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
Interesting. So, Arno, what's the most challenging role you've taken on, and how did you overcome that challenge?
It's probably that same role in that production, in Onderwereld
Okay.
is what it was called. That's in Afrikaans. The second book is Dark Web. We didn't do that one. We did the first one,
You did the
the
first one,
the
right?
underground, I guess. But it's all about
Hmm.
hacking and so on. So I first
Hmm.
of all had to learn about hacking, and then it's easy to fake an emotional journey or like that kind of emotional journey on a camera because you can cut between the scenes and then reset and get into okay, we're laughing now. Um,
Yeah.
But for me to be to practice doing it all on one 80-minute play, oof, that was an extreme challenge. And I had an amazing director that I honestly appreciate so much. That was extremely patient with me and really took his time with every scene and sat me down and said, I can see you have the baseline for this, but let's see where this is supposed to go. Let's kind of go for it.
Yeah.
And then I had a great group of cast members around me that truly supported me amazingly and that allowed me to be comfortable enough because I knew the words well enough. So I was comfortable enough to kind of let it go a bit and just let the emotions go a little bit. So it was a
Mhm.
very challenging thing, but after all of that help and everything, it became such a fun, beautiful role to be a part of. I'd go back to do it anytime.
Well, that was going to be
Just
my
too
next
old.
question. Would you go back?
Absolutely, absolutely. But it is a high school character, so I don't know if they'll still be
Ah,
able
well,
to. You
yeah.
You're
Well,
still
some
young
makeup
enough.
on. Put some makeup on.
there
Yeah,
you
a little bit of
go.
makeup, just a little shave, you'll be
A
good.
little shave, some makeup, could work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so which of your roles required the most resilience? And can you share a time you had to pick yourself back up?
Um, I think a lot of the roles require a bit of resilience because you put a lot of yourself out there. You know,
Yeah.
you really allow yourself to let go emotionally and feel. So they all have their own challenges and all require their own a bit of resilience. I feel like
Hmm.
some days are set on just so long and then never expected and so emotional. So that's challenging in its own way. But that theater role was extremely challenging because we would do 3 80-minute shows and we would travel 2.5 hours
Oh,
between the shows. So we would wake up at 8 o'clock, drive to a school, set up our stage setups, lights and whatnot, do the show, break it down, get into the van, drive to the next school, 2.5 hours, jump out, set it up, do the show, pack it up again, get in the van, next school, pack it out again, do the show, and then that's a wrap for the day. Then we sleep there for the night, and the next day is the same thing. And that was for 5 days
wow.
of the week. So that was, and I was on the stage for 80 minutes. I had a fight scene where I had to fall on my back 3 times a day. So my back was bruised by week 2. And we had to do that
Wow.
for a month and a half. So that That was a fun, extreme challenge, but fun. Showed you as an actor how far you can go. Like you always say,
Mm.
Yeah,
"Oh, this is the limit. I'm done." But then you have to do another show, so you can't give up. And then you're like, okay, maybe I can do a bit more. Maybe I'm capable of a bit more.
yeah. Well, shoot, these verticals should be pretty piece of cake after what you're used to.
Right.
I mean, whew,
Yeah, South
80,
African
81.
politics are a little different. We're used to 16-hour days out there. That's standard. So yeah,
Mm.
these are not. I
Yeah,
wouldn't say these are a breeze. They come with their own challenges. Like I said, I mean, to
yeah,
fit in feature films in 9 days, that's a lot of script you need to do in a short amount of time. So they have their own
yeah.
little challenges.
Yeah. So, what kind of roles or genres are you most excited to explore in the future?
Documentaries, to be honest. I love
Mm.
studying people and then try and bring that to life. And I think some of the most beautiful stories are just people's stories because it's
Right.
so um, everyone can relate to them. It's not like a lot of the stories nowadays where everybody is half superhuman and can jump over a wall and this and that. Like it's us. It's me and you going through something. And
Yeah.
um, yeah, I think that would be one of the ones I would really look forward to. And then a bit of action. I love being
Yeah.
busy and active or whatever. So if I could combine acting with some stunt work and some action, that'd be fun. That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah. That would,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I think they're slowly starting to get into that area of action. Not fast enough, but yeah, I think they're slowly kind of dabbling,
Getting,
trying to see if
getting,
it'll stick. So,
yeah, hopefully, hopefully soon.
yeah. Do you see yourself expanding into more like producing, writing, and directing? And if so, what kind of story would you want to tell first?
Um, I do. I would love to direct and write. I wouldn't say I'm the greatest writer, but I enjoy writing, and I sometimes sit as an actor and I just kind of create scenes in my head just to play or whatever. So write them down and then I'll play them back and forth myself and so on. So I enjoy writing as well. So I'd love to do both. If I do anything, I think it would be just because I'm a bit of a hopeless romantic. I'd like my first one to be a romance, maybe a combination of action, romance, or even a rom com or something like that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would like to do something like that. And then what? Once again, documentaries. I'd like to go and ask people, listen, I think you have a fascinating story. Can I make something with this? Uh, yeah.
Well, is
Yeah.
there anybody that you can think of right now that you would want to do a documentary on, if you could?
Oh yeah. There's this beautiful story of this uh, pastor in Africa that became
Okay.
a pastor because he went to a temple to kill the pastor. And
Mm.
then before killing the pastor, he got convicted and it changed his life. And he then became a pastor. And then
Oh,
years after he met with that pastor that was going to kill, and he told him the story, and he said, I knew I could feel it, I could sense it. So I prayed for you. And he stopped. So it's a simple story like that, but you can take it, you can start it from his little childhood story and carry it through as to why he was on his way to kill that pastor in the first place. Uh,
yeah.
you know,
Mm.
so that story I've had that for a while. Some point, hopefully, I'd be able to do that.
Well,
Well,
let's put it out there. Someone
Yeah.
will
yes, we'll
someone
Yeah.
will
manifest
grab on
that.
to it. Mm-hmm. So, Arno, how do you choose the projects you say yes to, and what makes you turn something down or a no?
It's really if I resonate with the project. So I'll read everything. Even if I don't like the character description or whatever, I'd still read the script to
Mm-hmm.
see if maybe there's not like I like the character and maybe I can bring something else to the table that doesn't fit the character description, but they maybe enjoy. So I always read the script, and if I resonate with the character, I'll see if it lines up. There's certain things that I don't like doing on camera, so if
Yeah.
they're in the descriptions or whatever, I'm already a little skeptical, but open to negotiate if I'm booked or cast. Um, so it's really just if I resonate with it, and then if there's something that's expected from me that I truly don't like doing, I'm more than comfortable saying no. Um,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I don't like extensive like sexual things on screen, and also not a lot
Yeah.
of violence. I feel like male on male violence is okay, but I don't really see the need for male on female violence
Yeah.
in any sense. So
Yes.
yeah, if something like that is required, I'll try and negotiate maybe out of it, and if we can't do that, then I'll say no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. That's why like I made that face was because um before I've been raised like nobody should hit anybody, period. But
Yeah,
I was raised that men should not raise their hand to females. But it seems like in some of these verticals, that's just like it's normal. Like we watch it and we're okay with it. And I've seen where like one male character like punched. It wasn't even a slap, it was a punch. And I'm like, where when did this become okay? And it's yeah.
Right.
So I completely agree with that. I
yeah,
commend you on that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
um so how do you stay grounded in such a competitive industry and who do you lean on for support?
Um, my faith keeps me grounded, definitely.
Okay.
Especially being out in LA and family and everyone being in South Africa still. It's the one thing that I can really rely on is my faith in Yahuwah and God. And family is who I rely on for support, obviously, but time difference makes it a little difficult as well. They're 9 hours ahead, so right now they're sleeping, and then when I'm just about to fall asleep, they'll wake up, and quite the opposite. When I wake up, they're about falling asleep. So we have an hour every day or some days to quickly chat and catch up and support each other or share what's been going on.
Yeah.
So my faith has been a good grounder for me, and it also allowed me to see that not going to book every opportunity, and it's not because you're not good. It's just because it was not meant for you. And it's some protection, and some guys needed it more than you needed it as well. And so, um,
Yeah.
yeah, it just keeps you a little humble as well. Keeps you grounded.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I love that. I love the faith part of it because without faith, I mean, what do you got?
What drew you to the character of Matthew? Were there aspects of his character that you found particularly challenging or intriguing?
And intriguing because some way I think it's the next question. So I resonate a bit with the Matthew character.
Ooh,
He's a bit
okay.
of a stirrer. He's a bit of a stir. Like he likes to stir. Um, Growing up, I'd like to stir as well. I wouldn't push the boundaries or be negative or whatever, but I'd like to poke the bear a little bit. So that when I read his character, I was like, this is it. Like he's poking the bear almost all the time. That's gonna be fun. So let's go for it.
There you go. I like that. Um, are you still a little bit of a stir?
I turned back on it a bit. I found that not everyone is as big a fan of it as when we're kids, So I've turned back on it a bit. But if I get to know you, you'll know that I'm gonna stir. Yeah, that's when you know we're
Gotcha.
good friends. If I start stirring stuff up and trying to see if I could get you a little frustrated, then we're good friends. Then we're good friends.
Good to
Yeah.
know. So, so Matthew is considered sly and charming. How did you approach portraying these traits while balancing his manipulative side?
I was trying to have like I said, have fun with the sly part of it as well, to make him a little more charming.
Yeah.
Um, and then the manipulation was almost in the charm. Like he was almost so charming that he was naturally manipulative. Like he didn't need to do
Yeah.
much extra to go side manipulate or plot twist or anything. Like he was in that charming little moments over there. He did exactly what like he got the message across. Like, he was manipulative enough. So yeah, it was that same thing. It was just like stir the pot.
See how far you can go.
Yeah,
Yeah, in the board meeting, how he was like, well, was he born to be CEO? Maybe. Was he born to have a chance? Yes. He's waited 29 years for C. I was like, ah, he's really getting under his skin. Oh, and he
yeah,
brought the worst out of Xavier to the point where if it wasn't for I forgot her name, but for Haley Lorelai's character, if it wasn't for her coming in and saving the day, bloody hell, Night Enterprises would have been down the drain.
again, almost
Yeah.
again. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Um, so that was
So
also
we.
fun. We made it a lot of fun to play that little sly character because I could see getting underneath his skin, even though he was acting and it wasn't like really. We were good
Mm,
friends, but he was playing that.
yeah.
Oh, he's getting under my skin really well, so that even
Yeah.
encouraged Matthew's stirring a little more. Yeah.
Mhm.
So much stirring. He was like, are you after my job or are you after my wife? And not to mention you paying $100,000 to someone to literally spike his drink the night after his father passes away. Oh my god, crazy! And then
Yeah.
manipulating your ex, aka Haley, to become COO. Oh, I was like, what is he doing? Right. Anyways, not to
Yeah.
get
Did
too carried
well?
away.
Did
Mhm.
you now? Did you get a lot of fan reactions from that character? Like, was people blowing up your
I
DMs?
did. I did. They enjoyed seeing me play the little
The
evil
villain.
character. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
Ah,
Like to get
because
along.
I'll mention later on. Anyways, so did you draw inspiration from any real life individuals or fictional characters for Matthew? And how did these shape your portrayal of Matthew?
Um, so only really the manipulation part I drew from a character, someone in my life that I'm not going to mention.
No, no, definitely
oh
not.
no no.
Um, but yeah, that's such a fine way of manipulating you that you almost couldn't see it unless you
Right,
shared
Yeah.
it with someone and they were like, I don't know about that. But they were very
right.
good one-on-one manipulating, and I feel like that's how I was trying to manipulate Haley with the COO position and whatever. I wasn't trying to be
Mm-hmm.
forceful with it as well. Like I was just um, so yeah, I drew a bit of inspiration from how naturally he made it seem, like how really his care or his sincerity like came across, and
Yeah.
yeah. And then, of
Yeah.
course, again, the little Arnold that's causing trouble in class again, also, but for the stirring, obviously. Went back
He
into the
stood
archives
all
again, and
right,
I was
coming
like,
into his
okay,
office half naked and saying, oh, you normally don't
yeah,
come until 2, 3 hours later. I was going to get changed in your office. I
yeah,
was like, what is he doing? And then having Haley's character try to check out your physique, try to woo her. Yeah, that
yeah.
was interesting.
I worked hard behind the screen for that, I'll tell you. I had resistance bands and I was doing push-ups and crunches for a good 2, 3 hours. That was real sweat. None of that was faked.
Well, we
There you have
appreciate
it,
your
folks.
dedication.
I tried.
Even though it was
Tried.
only a scene for what, 2 episodes?
Yeah.
1.5 episode, yeah, something like that.
So, what is the first word that comes to mind when you think of Matthew?
Conniving.
Ooh, interesting.
I think he has all of his plans end up being successful to him. So like all of it is like just scheming and playing the cards right and just
Hmm.
getting the people on his side that he needs on his side so that he can get to where he needs to get.
Yeah.
Doing that, being a smiley or kind guy or playing along, being friendly or paying someone or whatever. It's whatever can happen. It's just a sly guy.
Yeah,
Typical
yeah.
vertical villain, but
Yes.
I would consider him an overachiever because everything just falled flat on his face, and the way not Grady, Xavier was like, "Oh my God, they're father and son," and then Haley comes in and she's like, "They're lovers," and I'm like, "Oh, he's gay." Nobody was expecting that. I was like, "Oh!" I texted Jennifer at that time. I was like, "Oh, he's gay,"
He does.
and Jennifer's like,
Well,
the
yeah,
biggest plot twist.
didn't see it coming. It's all part of his plans. He's a
I
sneaky guy.
know.
Well, he
I
tried. Did not fall
know.
by this, but he tried.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean maybe we can have a sequel where you get with Haley's gay best friend. They can run off. Cause he was, yeah, because I think I remember a scene where he was like, "Oh, you should really consider getting back with Max because he's the perfect guy." And she's like, "All right, get the hell out."
Yeah, yeah. So maybe. Yeah.
Who knows? Sequel, hashtag justice for Max.
As you can
Yeah.
see, Taha really enjoyed that vertical.
Yeah. I'm glad he did. Glad he did.
Oh God. No, because I remember seeing the arrangement a long time ago and I didn't think it was an actual vertical. It was so good. So when Galatea at the time, well now Candy Jar, did say that they would do a part 3 and part 4. I was like, "Ooh, okay." And then they had you on board as the ex, and then it was just plot twists. I'm like, "Ooh, I like this." Oh, he's gay. That's why he dumped Haley. Yeah.
That's why.
Hmm. Oh, they should have had you
That
on
was
part
all part
4.
of the plot as well. Because I couldn't get in the company to Hailey anymore, so I had to find someone else to get me to the company.
Right, and you chose that old guy. Not you, but like your character.
Yeah, seemed like the optimal choice.
Oh God. So now it makes me think, did Max, right after showing off himself, go to the old creepy guy?
Okay, so now we're going to get into my favorite vertical of yours, and that is Mason.
And the first question for that is what
Go ahead.
attracted you to the role of Mason Campbell, whatever.
Campbell.
Campbell
Campbell,
Mason. There we go.
yeah, Mason
Double M,
Campbell.
double trouble.
The mysteriousness, kind of like that
Right.
about the character. And I never had, like, my characters are, usually they're pretty set in what they want. Like, needs to be this kind of guy, that kind of guy, this kind of guy, that kind of guy. Which Mason obviously also had said he needs to be this, like, withdrawn kind of character, but mysterious kind of character. But because he was mysterious, that allows you a lot of playing room to, like, okay, how am I going to be even more all the way or mysterious?
Right.
That was fun. I enjoyed that. When I read the script, I was like, ooh. I like this. Yeah. But once again, there was one or two things that I was like a little uncomfortable with. But then I had the chemistry reads and talk through it and what, and felt good about it.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
that's
those are
another
maybe
show too
different.
that we have a part one and a part two.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not many
yeah,
much of those. So you should be proud of yourself for coming back for a two.
yeah. I was very excited when they brought us back. Mason was one of. I might be wrong if I'm saying this, but I believe it was one of the very first ones they did.
Mm-hmm. It
Galatea
did
at the time.
beginning of
Yeah,
2024. Yes.
yeah. One of the
Mm-hmm.
very, very first ones, and yeah, I was glad it was successful. They called us back to do a second one because it was a great experience, great crew,
Yeah.
cast as well to work with.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, because I got into Galatea when like there had been not a lot of verticals already on there, but there was,
Hmm.
a good amount. And I remember when I got on there, I was like, everybody kept saying, well, first they started talking about the arrangement, but then the second one, it was like, Mason, you got to watch Mason, you got to watch Mason. And I was like, what is this Mason about? Who is? And of course, I look at the poster and I see your face on there, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I went. So I go and I was like, let me see what this. And yeah,
I got a
I
hunk
really,
on
I think
there. We gotta take a look.
yeah, and I think it was like, I think it had a lot of episodes too, right? Like it was like 80 some
Yeah,
episodes.
84. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
On both. Mm-hmm. Long
Yeah,
Which
ones.
is fun, but it was a lot of work. There was a lot of shooting to be done.
Yes.
But
yeah,
yeah, great crew, great cost. So it was amazing working with him. Long days, busy days,
yeah,
but amazing.
Yeah, no, definitely.
yeah.
Because you
I can
falling in love, you
imagine.
have your arrangement in the beginning, and then for the beginning of number two, you're on honeymoon. So it's like nothing ever happened. Just right back into it.
Right. Yeah. Third one, we're
So
going to
Mason's
South Africa.
really,
Sorry?
what was
Third
that,
one, we're
huh?
going to South Africa. I'm
Are
still
you saying
trying
there's a
to.
third one?
I'm trying to convince them still that we should do a third one, but no.
Oh my
They
God! Don't get my hopes
should
up.
do a third one. I mean,
Yeah, they
yeah,
should.
no, definitely. I could see that happen. Well, guys, if you're a Mason fan, go ahead, message Candy Jar, Galatea TV, blow up their DMs, email them. I will link everything. And then
Number three.
definitely, yes, definitely we'll have Arno on for number three.
Yes. Okay.
All right, here we go.
So
That should convince them.
yes, yes, yes. So Mason's relationship with Lauren is central to the storyline. How did you approach building this dynamic?
It was actually just great casting, I think. They did
Right.
well with the chemistry read. The first day I was very nervous, working with her, but we did the opening scene together and we both were immediately comfortable with each other on camera,
Okay.
working like acting together as actors. So that made the whole exploration with the relationship and all of that so much easier because you could invest in it a lot more, like be more realistic to it without
Hmm.
being concerned that it's going to be misread as truthful emotions or anything. Like we both immediately picked up that um, we like to go pretty deep into the emotions and invest really invest into the scenes. But that's just what it is. That's us acting and truly investing. And then as soon as they say go, we're good friends again. So that made it very
Yeah.
easy to explore the relationship as well. Um, because you could let go a little bit and know that there's safety. Yeah, feel
Right.
comfortable with
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Exactly.
No, absolutely. Okay. So Arno, what was
Hmm.
your preparation process for stepping into Mason's shoes for the first time and then the second time?
Um, Very interesting. Um, Years and years and years of acting and then learning the lines. That's kind of, I don't know. For me, Mason was I read the script, I resonated with the character, I saw what they wanted, and did the casting that way and got the callback that way, so I didn't change much of it. Obviously, it went in depth a little more since I had more of the story. I could build more on it, but um, you sometimes read a script and you get the character, you understand the character, and then all you need to do is learn what he has to say. Um,
Yeah.
and then you can just go on screen, and then once again work with someone as awesome as Faith playing Lauren, and just go listen and be present on screen. So it was really I read the character, understood the character, knew what they wanted, and then my day for day preparation was for him was learn your lines, was be
Hmm.
fluent on your lines, so that you can be on camera completely comfortable with your lines, and then let
Mhm.
what you feel Mason needs to be, just let it be.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
exactly.
kind of it. So that's why I said it was years and years of acting and then learning the lines. uh, yeah,
Simple as that.
yeah.
I like that. Yeah. So which of Mason's traits do you secretly admire or relate to?
Um, relate to the fact that he's actually a softie, but
Mm,
he had some things happen that like had him put up some walls. But he
of
actually cares. He
course.
has a kind heart. And that's something that I could also relate to. I think a lot of people maybe could relate to is in a relationship as well. There's a relationship that makes you put up walls, but then sometimes just it's this person that creeps in, that gets over the wall and
Yeah.
shows you that you actually have a soft heart as well. You're actually a
Course.
softer
Yeah.
individual. You don't need to put up the walls. And that's what was fun about Mason 1. Is Mason 1 very much at the walls up, and then Mason 2 very much at the walls down. Like Lauren
She
got
started
over both
Did
dominating.
things,
She's the watchwoman.
she
yeah,
busted the walls down.
kicked them down. And so it's I think we all do that. We all kind of like say, "Oh no, I don't want a new relationship or whatever." Like putting my walls up, but deep down we all have a little soft spot and we want to be cared for.
Of
So
course.
relate with that.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
absolutely. So I was also going to ask, where do you see your career or yourself in 5 years from now?
Uh, I don't. mm, that's tough. I have a big picture of where I want to work towards, and that is um, to be great, to be one of the greats.
Of
And
course.
other than that, I take it step by step. It's all
Yeah.
just one step in front of the other journey, learning every step of the way. Um, so for 5 years, I don't necessarily have a plan set out yet. Obviously, I would want to perhaps be on more Netflix productions or Warner Brother productions or something like that for sure.
Of
But
course.
um, I wouldn't want to do that if that means that I have to give up a part of myself as well. So if this means that for 5 years I
True.
need to start keep building on myself before I start doing projects and that, then that's what I do for 5 years. With
Yeah.
the end goal of still being one of the greats. So the end goal is to make it big and go big
Of course.
and try and be extremely dedicated to the art and be as
Yeah.
truthful and honest every time I do get the opportunity to perform. But for 5 years, I don't know. We'll see.
Put it in the Lord's hand. There we go.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So so from what I'm getting, you're not like one of those people that is like, I got to get there right now. You're more like that person that's kind of like, I'll get there when I get there. Like, just
I
gradually.
was, I used to be one of those people that was, I want to get there now. But
Yeah.
my whole journey of staying and getting into the US and being able to stay and that whole process taught me that
Yeah,
sometimes it takes a bit of time, but that's not a
of
bad thing
course.
because there's a lot of growth that could be done in that time for the next season again. So, but back in high school, I performed in everything I did. So I wanted results instantly. So I came to the US and I wanted results instantly. And
Yeah,
I was very quickly sat back and said, we're going to take our time a bit, work on some other things, some character and some things like that before we start acting again. So yeah,
Yeah.
now I'm taking it more step for step. Yeah.
yeah, of
Yeah.
course. But yeah, definitely making it big in LA. Got it. Let's manifest it.
Trying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep trying.
Well, so now we've gotten all the questions out of the way. Now we're going to go and get into two truths and a lie.
And the
And I'm
score
currently in the lead.
is 9
Go
to
ahead.
15.
Yep. I'm 15.
Okay.
He's 9.
Okay.
Yep.
Um, I've been charged by an elephant. I've qualified for the Junior Olympics, and I currently own a motorcycle.
Interesting. Hmm. I do get see you getting charged behind an elephant. Not to be mean or anything, but I do see that happen. You did mention that your father was a safari tour, so that's
Mhm.
probably true. You qualified for Junior Olympics. That's probably true too, because you did say that an ulterior career would be something in sports, and you were very sporty in javelin and all of that. As far as a motorcycle, well, you are in LA, and they do like their motorcycles and mopeds out there, don't they? You see, I'm in New York. Each time we see the bikers, we start yelling at them because it's already noisy, and when they come out, it's more noise.
Traffic. It's a bit of the traffic.
Of course. Jennifer, what are your insights and thoughts onto this?
Well, you're going to go and say yours first because I did the last time. I don't want you to steal my answer, so go ahead.
This time I am gonna steal your answer.
Go ahead.
Well, I think the first two are very true. Um, I'm just not sure if he has a bike or not. Hmm, thinking. Because I don't know, in South Africa, I think they do have a lot of motorcycles there. Not too sure. I'm gonna say that you do not have a motorcycle.
Okay. And I am going to say that I don't think you qualified for the Junior Olympics.
I think he
I mean,
did.
if you did, I'm sorry, but
He probably did.
so yeah, we both locked in our answer, so you're good to tell us what
Or
it
the
was.
elephant one could not be true, and he could be tricking us. Maybe he
Yeah, you
wasn't.
already locked in the
I
motorcycle.
already locked in, yeah. But go ahead. You can go ahead and explain your answers and give more detail.
Um, I do not own a motorcycle at the moment. I've
Ah!
been charged, and I did qualify for the Junior Olympics. I did not end up going because communication. Um,
Oh.
but I did qualify to go. Yeah.
And can you tell us a little bit about the elephant story?
Yeah, that very funny. It was in 2010. We had the
Ooh.
Soccer World Cup in South Africa, and
Yes, I
so
remember.
yeah, and so we watched the opening game, South Africa playing. It was in our hometown in that stadium, so we went and watched that,
Mm-hmm.
and then decided to leave, to flee, because the country's going to be too busy. So we went to Zimbabwe. It's a neighboring country, beautiful country, great
Mm-hmm.
nature as well. And this big elephant bull was standing behind a fallen down tree in this like open field, and my dad, being a tour guide, said, "Well, the wind's blowing in the opposite direction. He wouldn't smell us. We could creep up behind the tree and keep the tree between us and the elephant, and so on." So we did, and we crept up, and we were uh, inches, like a couple of feet away from this elephant. It was about the tree, and then 2 meters, and then the elephant. Very relaxed with us, and then the next moment the wind did change, and it smelled us, and just turned around and mob charged us. But of course, as kids, we freaked out and we were gone. We were. My dad didn't even have to
Yeah.
say run. We ran immediately. Yeah. So it was a
Gosh.
fun experience, and that was all just to go and stalk a herd of buffalo the next day on the
Oh.
safari. Yeah. So
You
they
are
could
one
not learn,
adventurous man.
obviously.
Oh my god. I'd be
Yeah.
at home shaking in my knickers. Oh my god. So, the next segment is going to be the rapid fire. So, Arno, are you ready?
False.
All right. 2.5 minutes on the timer starting now. Do you like long train rides?
Are they scenic? No, I'm gonna say no.
No, that's fine. Dolphin or hamster?
Dolphin
Do you prefer eating at home or at restaurants?
at home.
Hmm. Favorite TV character?
Schmidt from New Girl.
Hmm. Do you like taking naps?
Oh.
No,
Hmm. Okay. Do you like climbing hills?
love it. Yeah.
Pack and Pay or Woolworths?
Pick and Pay. Woolworths better quality, but Pick and Pay is more affordable.
That's what I was doing a moment ago. Do you prefer texting or calling?
Calling. It's terrible texter.
Same here. Call me.
Hmm.
Do you like playful touches on the arm or shoulder?
Um, Not usually.
Not usually. That's
No.
fine. Have you ever gone fishing?
Love fishing. Yeah.
Hmm. Do you enjoy playful challenges with someone you like?
Yes.
Hmm. Do you like barbecue food?
100%. Yes. Eat it every day if I could.
Do you like mystery movies?
Mystery movies.
Yes.
Yes, I do love. Yeah.
Interesting. Juice or smoothie?
A what?
Juice or smoothie?
Juice or smoothie? Smoothie.
Hmm. Orange or red?
Red.
Favorite childhood snack?
Peanut butter sandwich. That counts.
PB&J.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Favorite movie soundtrack?
Oppenheimer.
Yes. I remember when Oppenheimer and Barbie came out. Oh, crazy. Do you like spicy food?
Love it. Yeah.
Hmm.
Don't have too
If you
much
could,
of it, but I love it. Sorry.
no worries. If you could be any age forever, what age would you pick?
I'm not there yet, but I feel like mid 30s.
Mid 30s.
32, 33.
Okay. Interesting. Hide and seek or truth or dare?
Truth or dare? Hide and seek's a little boring.
Mhm. And this question was put in. I did not know about your knowledge of safaris, but do you like safaris?
Love them. Yes.
It's an obvious. If you can live in any time period, which would you choose?
This time period or the 80s?
So like the
Mm,
90s, the 80s, the 70s, like time period that wise.
Yeah, I'll do
seventies,
either this
eighties.
time period again, or I'll do the 80s.
Interesting. Do you prefer beaches with sand or rocky cliffs?
Rocky cliffs. That's a tough
Mm,
one. Could it be both?
it
Could it be a rocky
is.
cliff
They're
on a
both.
beach with
Yeah, absolutely. What would your personal theme song be?
Oi, oi, oi. That's a boss. I don't know.
It could be a South African song. No worries. Anything.
Uh, I can't think of any song at the moment.
That's
Not.
fine.
Oh,
That's fine. Have you ever been on a cruise?
no, I'm not.
Would you like to go on one? And if so,
Yeah,
where?
all the tropical places.
Hmm, like
Jump
the
off on the beach and
Caribbean.
everything's right down. Yeah.
Yeah. hmm Do you like camping?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Love
If you
camping.
had if you had a robot helper, what's the first thing you'd give it? Like the first task. And they can do anything a
Between
human does.
doing dishes, between doing dishes and doing laundry.
Doing your chores. Classic. Do you prefer live concerts or recorded music?
Live concerts.
Favorite music genre?
Gospel or classical?
Hmm. Amen. If you could talk to animals, what's the first question you ask?
Do they think we're stupid?
Right. Are you more logical or creative?
I'm logically creative.
Interesting. Do you believe in luck?
Do I believe in love? Yes.
Luck.
Luck? Yes.
Yes, luck.
No.
Both.
Yes.
Yes to
Yes.
both. Love and luck. There we go.
Yes.
What's your favorite fast food place?
Oh.
So
It's
one
back.
from LA or one from South
Oh,
Africa?
okay. If I could choose South Africa as well, Nando's.
Yes,
Big
Nando's,
chicken.
peri peri. What's your go to spice? Love
Peri peri, or the lemon and herb.
lemon and
Lemon.
herb. What
Yeah.
medium, spicy, super spicy, mild,
Medium. I'll go medium
medium.
spot.
Yeah.
Depending
I
on your
normally go for
feel, if
hot.
it's medium or not. Yeah.
Yeah, between medium and hot. If you could change your hair color daily, what colors would you pick?
Or every color, because I can change it every day. I'll just go through all of them.
You'd be a rainbow for every week. Max would love that. Moving on. What's the furthest place you've ever traveled?
Yeah, probably South Africa, LA is the furthest.
Hmm. Do you like fruit salad?
Yeah. So,
Mason or Max?
Well, it's Matthew, but
Hmm. Mason or
uh,
Matthew?
Mason, I think.
Mason. Okay. Safe
yeah.
answer. Would you would you rather a cozy night in or a night out on a date?
Prefer a night out. If we're gonna do something fun, if we're just gonna sit somewhere, then it's not necessary.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Do you like being complimented in public or private?
Oh, I struggle with compliments either way.
Mm.
So
Do you prefer
in
long?
private is better, but public is yeah, I don't
If
like
it
it.
happens, it happens. I'll be like, oh, thanks.
Mm.
So, do you prefer long conversations or short, playful messages?
Both. Can I say both or
Of course, you can.
both?
Yeah.
Do Do you like teasing or inside jokes?
Both again.
Safe answer.
Right? Honesty or wisdom? I
Wisdom. I
know.
think
I
that
just
would
came up
lead
with the
to
philosophical questions. That's good. And the last
wisdom,
question is balance or loyalty?
loyalty.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for participating in that very long rapid fire. But I hope you had fun. I've
Yeah.
been trying to change up the rapid fire a little, having more shorter answered questions and stuff like that rather than the this and that. Because at one point I
Mm.
was like asking some really weird questions and it didn't even make sense in my mind. So just testing it out. Thank you
I was
so
trying to keep it
much.
short as well.
I did keep you on your toes. I was randomly
Yeah.
asking you stuff. So I'd like to open the floor for you to ask us any questions if you have.
Um,
Your time to get us back. Let's see the stir in you.
Mason and Matthew. No.
Well, you could be like, we
um,
interviewed a child actor the other day and we asked him that, and he was like, no, I'm good. He didn't
I
have
told you
questions for
cut that part out. I'm just gonna when I'm editing his thing, I'm just gonna be like, well, thank you very much for coming on. I'm just gonna cut that whole snippet out. Cause when he said no, I was like,
He was all,
oh, okay. What's Arno gonna be like, nope, bye.
yeah, I'm good. That was nice, guys. I'll see you.
You
no.
teasing me, you naughty, naughty. Oh my god.
No, the only question I really want to ask is like, what do you guys enjoy and what would you want to see more? But I guess you get that every time. But that's what I would want to know because we could
No,
Yeah.
of course, we can
try
answer.
and get that to you. You know.
No, absolutely. Well, what you did in the arrangement part three was phenomenal. You played all the elements of what a villain is, plus you gave plot twists. Those are bonus brownie points, and we loved it. I'm pretty sure you got messages, hopefully good messages on that.
But yeah, fortunately.
Good. Well, yeah, just something different, horror, something less toxic, something new.
Mm,
Get a classical
mm,
Hollywood movie and like make it into a vertical, just some ideas, putting it out there, yeah. Mason
yeah.
Part 3. Go ahead, Jennifer.
Well, I would like to get more thrillers, more horror films
Mm,
out there.
mm.
I think that's mainly like it because we don't have like they're starting to dabble, like I said, into the action, but like I mean, and when I say horror movie, I don't mean these werewolves and these vampires. I'm talking about, you know,
Bloody Mary.
good old,
Mm.
yeah, a good old slasher movie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bring me
A
Scream
nightmare.
or Saw or something.
Mm.
Yes, yeah. No, of course, of
Okay.
course. They should do
Okay.
an Oppenheimer vertical. Now that you have my brain working. Or they can do a collab between Oppenheimer. Well, it's not gonna work out, but Oppenheimer and Barbie. I'm sounding
What?
stupid. So, oh, I'm gonna admit this on camera. Okay, this is gonna probably get me cancelled, but me and my mates, we went out to watch Oppenheimer
Mhm.
and we finished watching it. And after we were done, 10 minutes later, in the cinema hall right across, they were streaming Barbie. And two of my friends went in there and started watching. And I was like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? Then I went in there and we watched Barbie for free. So we watched both on the same day under one paid ticket. And I feel
So,
terrible to this date.
took advantage of the situation. You know, it's a win. They had three extra bums on the seat.
Right. And
Well, guys,
surprisingly,
move it in. We got him. We got him on recording. He's still in movie tickets.
no, surprisingly, I thought that we would get caught because it was opening week, but thank goodness, like it wasn't a full house. There was like I think another
Mm.
3 or 4 seats available because when we went in, it was like the movie already started. Like the first few minutes were already streaming, so we just looked around and we were like, okay, empty seats. So
Mm. Were they empty or did you take someone's seat? Yeah.
well, I would like to think that we did not take someone's seat. But hey, they did not attend, so plus point. Just shenanigans that we did 2 years ago. Oh my god.
Yeah. Mm. Another question, I guess, would be some of it is the verticals, to no one's fault or anything, but is, you know, a little extra drama, a little
Mm.
overacting, not always as realistic. Is it something that you guys find is like off-putting at any point, or is it part of the genre? Do you feel like some of it is a bit excessive and a bit overacted, but it makes sense? So, or is it something that you think
Um,
maybe vertical should become something that's a little more natural? Like there's still room for a lot of drama, but like yeah, that makes sense.
yeah.
Of course.
Um, well, I'll tell you, number one, I mean, the platform that you were on for year two, was definitely one of the good ones because it's like there's there's not a lot of um toxicity in it. They
Yeah.
do feel a lot like movies, so I feel like it's Candy Jar and Big Blue. Those are the two, and Drama Box is getting there. I mean, they still
Mm.
got some more to do, but they're getting there. If these other platforms could follow the formula that Big Blue and Candy Jar, yeah, it'd be perfect.
Mm.
There's not a lot of I mean, it's an even pace as far as like the romance goes. It keeps you
Yeah.
intrigued. So yeah.
No,
Yeah.
definitely. So for me personally, you got to put into factor at the time when I got into verticals. Yes, I was doing my schoolwork and everything. I couldn't watch mainstream Hollywood. It would distract me. But with the SGA strikes and nothing new coming out, the verticals were just something very new. So even though they were so arbitrary and bizarre, I was okay with them. Now I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, I've seen this plot line 100 times now. Something
Mm.
new, please. Thank you very much. You know, and I've spoken to a lot of people who have expressed that a verticals is a way for someone to escape realism and what's going on in their day-to-day life. So the
Yeah.
thing is, do you really want to escape what's going on in your life to something that's so unrealistically abusive or unrealistically dramatic? You get what I
Mm.
mean? Like, yeah,
Mm.
I don't think there is a true vertical out there that could be someone's real life. Yeah, because it's not a biopic. I don't see someone actually, doing these kind of things. And even the villains in real life, like I
Mm.
don't see them being that. So something new, a change is needed. And I do see the actors and actresses taking on new scripts, writing new scripts, new stuff is coming out. So I'm very excited
Mm.
to see where all of this leads. But definitely the traditional stuff, because I do understand it is influenced by Chinese culture and the dramatic stuff that they have in China with the slapping
Mm.
and the punching and all that. Um, yeah, it doesn't really suit well with the American taste, but what they have is also a stereotype with what Americans like, with like the extra BDSM and all that crazy stuff. So it's like, why
Mm.
don't you have the Americans write something and we can definitely put something together. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And no to the bowing because I've never bowed to anyone in my life. Keep your culture in
Yeah.
China. It's a beautiful culture, but you do not need to top it on us. Thank you.
Yeah.
Where are we going here?
I don't know where we went, but I went on a little rant. Right.
Okay.
Well, Arno, thank you so much for coming on the show and asking us very meaningful and interesting questions and being just such a good sport. I loved it. I will link all your links in the description box below and your IMDb. And towards the rest of you, what are you doing? Have you liked? Have you subscribed? It's episode 35 for fuck's sake. All right. Bye.